So next I want to talk about the story, and one of the questions that I've actually had probably the most is this an origin story for the team? It's not an origin story for the team. That's something that I'll probably revisit later on. I don't think that origin stories as a first issue necessarily make the best sense. Sometimes they do, but I think a lot of the time it's you find yourself kind of wasting time on exposition. So what this story is it's but the question I've been asked is, yeah, is this an origin story of the team? It's more so it's an origin story of the Rose Gallery. It's it's the origin story of this universe's kind of Legion of Doom type team of villains. It's the first time that they've all come together, and it's kind of the it's that eureka moment for the villains where they've just figured out that, hey, if we combine all of our strengths, we're actually kind of on par with the strength of the heroes. And they're led by this fantastic villain, probably one of my favorite characters I've created, Blood Moon. And the idea behind him is kind of, to give you the elevator pitch, it's kind of Spawn meets Doctor Doom. So if you can imagine Doctor Doom with these kind of, necromancer mystical powers. And he's really the brains behind the villains. He's kind of brought everyone together, and he's the one with the aspirations. And what he's done is he's abducted Phantasmo, because Phantasmo is this kind of spectre-ish ghost character. And because he's a ghost, he's got this kind of unique energy signature that ties him to other planes of existence and reality. So if you've got him and you can lock onto his energy signature, you can kind of open a doorway to these other worlds. And one of the worlds is home to these monsters and creatures. And Blood Moon wants to be able to resurrect one of these monsters and kind of control it for his own means. And so while he's doing that, you've got the heroes trying to figure out, where have these guys gone? And again, not going to give too much away, but basically it's a rescue mission. The whole story is a rescue mission, and a way of trying to save your friends before the villains can really have their plans come to fruition. And so once these heroes figure out where their friends are, they set out, and it ends in just an amazing battle that I think you guys are going to love. And one of the most important things for me is really just delivering on good action, on good adventure, and good fantasy. And I think if you give this a shot, I think you're really going to love the story. I think it's, I'd hold it up there with some of the best Justice League stories of recent years, some of the best Avengers stories of recent years. I think you're just going to absolutely find this fantastic.